Now your forecast first, sponsored by Matex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
It has been a windy day across central Illinois. Still, look at these winds that are gusting to 28 miles an hour in Champaign, 29 in Bloomington, and they are now out of the north and west as the colder air comes marching in after we had high temperatures that made it into the upper 50s. A lot of cloud cover around, but the rain has departed. Now the temperature's falling. It's still 55 in Paris. Compare that to the 46 in Bloomington and Pontiac as that cold air continues to filter in tonight. As we look at the Neal Street camera right now, as this evening progresses, those temperatures falling back down to near freezing. We've got some snow in the forecast. A couple different chances. We'll show you that coming up. WCIA 3 News starts right now.
Now on WCIA 3 News.
Is underway at this Catholic high school. What we know tonight.
It's been several weeks since they've been face-to-face, but tonight Decatur TAs and the school board are meeting and going to the negotiating table. Why both high hopes.
When you get sick, you probably take medicine. Why doctors are warning you about what kind you're taking this flu season.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 5.
An investigation is underway at St. Thomas More High School in Champaign. Good evening, I'm Paul Cicchini.
And I'm Jennifer Roscoe. School officials told parents about it last night, but it did not go into further detail. WCIA 3's Andy Olson is live in Champaign. Andy, what have you heard from police?
Jennifer, we know that police have not made any arrests yet, but they are continuing their investigation as we speak. St. Thomas More says that they've dealt with the situation internally already. I reached out to the school and the Diocese of Peoria today for more detail, but they haven't returned my calls yet. In her email to parents Wednesday night, Principal Bridget Martin said, quote, "The events that have occurred do not reflect our school values nor our commitment to providing a safe learning environment. Neither I nor our administration will tolerate these actions." We'll keep you updated as we learn more information as it becomes available. For now, live in Champaign, Andy Olson, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
Andy, thank you.
Urbana police are investigating a shooting. It happened around 3:15 on Brookstone Court. That's just a block away from Booker T. Washington Elementary School. One person was hit and sent to the hospital. Police do not have anyone in custody as they continue to investigate.
We have new information. A teenager charged with robbing a Champaign bank will be tried as an adult. It happened last month at Regions Bank near West Clark and South State Street. 18-year-old Dekeer Pickens and his 16-year-old brother Desheem Pickens were arrested. In court today, a detective testified Dekeer demanded money, pistol whipped an employee, and fired a gun while Desheem stood guard. Both teenagers were caught after they led police on a half-mile foot chase. A judge decided Desheem should be tried in adult court because he already has a criminal history. He's awaiting sentencing for several car burglaries. Leaders in Danville are continuing to try to stop the reoccurring violence in the city.
The NAACP is bringing people together tonight to learn about ways they can help make a change. WCIA 3's Jennifer Jensen is live in Danville. Jennifer, what's the focus of the meeting?
Paul, this is an opportunity for the public to hear directly from city and state leaders on what's being done to keep them safe and how they can get involved. The NAACP called this meeting because of what they call an uprising of shootings and domestic violence in the community. Senator Scott Bennett will be here to give a presentation on the ramifications of gun violence and what the state legislature is doing to curb this. Danville's police chief will give an update on safety efforts being done by police, and he'll be encouraging the community on ways they can contribute to help police solve crimes. Also, Doug Barnett, a professional sports agent, will be speaking on how young people can pursue a fulfilled life, turn away from violence, and also on how to get jobs. That meeting starts here at 6 o'clock at Greater Shiloh Baptist Church here in Danville. Tonight at 10, I'll share what was said at this meeting and what people plan to do moving forward. Live in Danville, I'm Jennifer Jensen, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
All right, Jennifer, thanks. We'll look forward to that report at 10 o'clock. Some U of I students say an old gas plant in Champaign is far from clean. It's the site at 5th and Hill. Ameren says about 90% of the impact in the groundwater has been removed. The next step is to remove contaminants under 5th Street. is trying to figure out the best way to do that with minimal impact to the community.
We are doing the work in conjunction with the IEPA. It is a voluntary cleanup program, consistent with other locations throughout Illinois, Missouri. We're doing what we can to meet regional objectives provided by the IEPA in a voluntary way to be good neighbors, good stewards of the environment.
The students with environmental concern are meeting tonight at 7 at the Bruce D. Nesbitt African American Cultural Center. After weeks of refusing to meet, the school board and Decatur teaching assistants are sitting down again.
Both sides say they hope to end tonight with an agreement. WCIA 3's Courtney Bunting is live outside the administration building. And Courtney, it has been a while since the board agreed to meet.
TA Union President Paula Busboom says the board refused to meet for weeks. That's why TAs went on strike for 3 days at the end of October. They later returned to classes and suspended their strike. And when TAs came back, they found out that their benefits were no longer in place. They later filed unfair labor practice charges. The board reinstated their benefits 3 days after that. The two sides continue to be divided on things like health insurance and wages.
Is not necessarily that we're unwilling to pay more for our health insurance, because we are, and but to go to the limits that the district is wanting us to go to for the salaries that we make is just really not realistic.
Busboom says the board's current offer is asking for TAs to take home only about $400 a paycheck after insurance is taken out alone. The school board says they, quote, remain hopeful that tonight's negotiating session will lead to an agreement. TAs have been without a contract since July. They have been negotiating since April. Reporting live in Decatur, Courtney Bunting, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
All right, hopefully tonight will do it. All right, thank you so much. Now, the board's last official offer would increase the cost of insurance for some TA members by 247%. The union president says that's not affordable.
New at 5, some seniors in Edgar County will soon call a former high school building home. The former Paris High School will be turned into affordable apartments. It will include 42 units. The nearly $14 million project is partially paid for by the Illinois Housing Development Authority.
There's a warning from health officials about the medicine you're getting this flu season. Why they say there's some you shouldn't take.
Plus, her story has captured the hearts of people across the country. Tonight, we have Dory's Forever Home.